Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You can start, Mataji.
Thank you. Happy Janmashtami. Wishing everyone a very blessed, very auspicious, very wonderful, very joyful Janmashtami. We pray that all of you are absorbed in the bliss of the coming of Lord Krishna, as he says, to give pleasure to his devotees. My obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patita nam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So for today, I have chosen to speak on basically Bhagavad Gita verse 4.8. And of course, I'll just read the translation of 4.7. And then I would like to narrate the pastime of how the Lord appeared. So that's what is being planned for today. I humbly seek your blessings, for only by the mercy of Vaishnavas, Guru and Krishna are we empowered to do any service in Krishna consciousness. So please give me your merciful blessings so I can speak something that is truthful, beneficial, and pleasing to all of you. Hare Krishna. Okay. So because Srimati is super busy today, she has asked me to also take care of the call. So what I think she has made me co-host already. So I will simply go to the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4.7 and 4.8, and share the screen with all of you. You should be able to see it in a minute. We'll start with the prayers meanwhile. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So, here we go. Everyone ready? These are two very famous verses of Bhagavad Gita and are very often quoted by many people, even non-devotees, or at least people who still don't know Krishna consciousness, but of Indian origin. They are pious, and so they know at least these two verses. They quote this pretty often. Very famous verses. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of religion, at that time I descend myself. We will go to the next verse, which is what I would like to speak on. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. Purport. According to Bhagavad Gita, a sadhu or a holy man is a man in Krishna consciousness. Now, when we say man, it also means woman. Okay, in the Shastra, when you see man, it means man and woman. When you see woman, it means woman and man, like that. It's not just man. It means any holy person, whether man or woman, in Krishna consciousness is a sadhu. A person may appear to be irreligious, but if he has the qualifications of Krishna consciousness, wholly and fully, he is understood to be a sadhu. He is to be understood to be a sadhu. And dushkritam applies to those who do not care for Krishna consciousness. Such miscreants or dushkritam are described as foolish and the lowest of mankind, even though they may be decorated with mundane education, whereas a person who is 100% engaged in Krishna consciousness is accepted as a sadhu, even though such a person may be neither learned nor well cultured. See how important it is to be Krishna conscious. As far as the atheistic are concerned, it is not necessary for the Supreme Lord to appear as he is to destroy them, as he did with the demons, Ravan and Kamsa. The Lord has many agents who are quite competent to vanquish the demons. But the Lord especially descends to appease his unalloyed devotees who are always harassed by the demoniac. The demon harasses the devotee even though the latter may happen to be his kin. Although Prahlad Maharaj was the son of Hiranyakashipu, he was nonetheless persecuted by his father. Although Devaki, the mother of Krishna, was the sister of Kamsa, she and her husband Vasudeva were persecuted only because Krishna was to be born of them. So Lord Krishna appeared primarily to deliver Devaki rather than kill Kamsa, but both were performed simultaneously. Therefore, it is said here that to deliver the devotee and to vanquish the demon miscreants, the Lord appears in different incarnations. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita of Krishna Das Kaviraj, the following verses, Madhya Leela 20.263 to 264, summarize these principles of incarnation. Shrishti hetu ye murti prapanche avatare, se Ishwar murti avatar nama dhare. मायातीता परव्यो में सबरावस्थान विश्वे अवतारी धरे अवतार नमा. The avatar or incarnation of Godhead descends from the kingdom of God for material manifestation. And the particular form of the personality of Godhead who so descends is called an incarnation or avatar. Such incarnations are situated in the spiritual world, the kingdom of God. When they descend to the material creation, they assume the name avatar. There are various kinds of avatars such as Purusha avatars, Guna avatars, Leela avatars, Shaktiavesh avatar, Manvantara avatars, and Yuga avatars, all appearing on schedule all over the universe. But Lord Krishna is the primeval Lord, the fountainhead of all avatars. Lord Shri Krishna descends for the specific purpose of mitigating the anxieties of the pure devotees who are very anxious to see him in his original Vrindavan pastimes. Therefore, the prime purpose of the Krishna avatar is to satisfy his unalloyed devotees. There you go. The Lord says that he incarnates himself in every millennium. This indicates that he incarnates also in the age of Kali. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, the incarnation in the age of Kali is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who spread the worship of Krishna by the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy names, and spread Krishna consciousness throughout India. He predicted that this culture of Sankirtan would be broadcast all over the world, from town to town and village to village. Lord Chaitanya, as the incarnation of Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is described secretly, but not directly, in the confidential parts of the revealed scriptures, such as the Upanishad, Mahabharata, and Bhagavatam. The devotees of Lord Krishna are very much attracted by the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya. This avatar of the Lord does not kill the miscreants, but delivers them by his causeless mercy. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So, Lord Krishna comes once in a day of Lord Brahma. What does once in a day of Lord Brahma mean? Once in a day of Lord Brahma, in terms of calculation of our time, is 8,600,000,000 years. Because the day, that means day which is 24 hours. There is a daytime which is 12 hours and there's a night time. But in the night time, obviously, there's no creation, nothing happening. Brahma is sleeping. And in the daytime, he wakes up and again creation begins. So 1,000 yuga cycles together form one day of Brahma. And such is the duration of his night. So when we say Lord Krishna appears once in a day of Lord Brahma, his appearance is so rare. He comes once in 8,600,000,000 years. That's when Lord Krishna comes. Those are when the scheduled appearance of the Lord is. But of course, the Lord is supremely independent. He can come anytime he wants. So, once upon a time, Mother Earth was burdened with so many demoniac kings who were the rulers, but they were actually demons. And she took the shape of a cow. She took the shape of a cow, and with tears in her eyes, she went to Lord Brahma, who is the head of all the demigods, and prayed to him that please relieve me of this unnecessary burden of so many demons who are plaguing my existence. They're harassing my other children. They're causing so many difficulties. And Brahma became very moved by the tears in her eyes. And he decided that since he could not do anything, what do the demigods do? Headed by Lord Brahma, they go to the shore of the milk ocean, where on an island called Shvetadweep, which is within this material universe, there is a planet called Shvetadweep, where the Lord in his form as Kshirodakashayi Vishnu is lying down on Sheshnag, lovingly attended to by Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, and attended to by Sheshnag, who appears as his bed, as his canopy, as his various paraphernalia, and that's where Kshirodakashayi Vishnu is. So Brahma went, but he could not see the Lord directly. He went to the shore of the milk ocean and he offered what is called Purusha Shukta prayers, which are the prayers offered to the Lord by the demigods. Hearing these prayers, all the demigods were listening, but nothing was happening. And after some time, Brahma then sat down in meditation on the Lord to see if the Lord would appear in his heart. And sure enough, there was a message transmission into his heart. That is the description. Brahma Rida, Tene Brahma Rida Adi Kavaye, Ridaya Adi Kavaye. In the heart of Lord Brahma, the Lord gave this message. And what was the message? Do not worry. Very soon I shall appear, and all of you demigods must take birth along with Seshnag and Yogamaya to assist me in all the pastimes that I'm going to perform. And I'm going to kill this evil demon called Kamsa, along with all his horde of other demons. But all of you must take birth in the family of the Yadu dynasty to assist me. And very soon this is going to happen. So overjoyed, Brahma and Shiva and all the demigods were overjoyed. And then Mother Bhumi also became very pacified by Brahma with sweet words, and they all dispersed. They all went to their respective abodes, but they also prepared to take birth. Where? On planet Earth, where the Yadu dynasty was reigning in the kingdoms of Andhaka, Bhoja, and the Yadu dynasty. And so one by one, all these demigods started appearing on the earth planet. Now, at the same time, there was a king named Shurasen, who was ruler of Mathura. His son was Vasudev, and he had just married the daughter of King Devaka. And her name was, guess what? Devaki. Devaki, being the daughter of Devaka, was married to Vasudev, and she was being taken on a chariot by her cousin, her brother, called Kamsa. Now, how is he her cousin? He's actually a cousin, not a direct brother. Devaka, the father of Devaki, and the father of Kamsa, King Ugrasen, were brothers, actual brothers. They were the sons of King, I forget his name. Anyway, they were the sons of one king, and they both were brothers. So therefore, their offspring become cousins. So Kamsa was the cousin of Devaki. And because she might feel too much separation from her own family, because she's now leaving her family and going to the home of her husband, her in-laws, the tradition in Indian society is generally that a girl is very attached to her mother's home. Because she's brought up very lovingly by her father, by her mother, by her sisters and brothers. She has deep attachment for her family of origin. And so at the time of parting ways, which is a very tearful time when the bride leaves her mother's home and goes to the home of her in-laws, is a very, very tearful time. You will see in so many weddings, when the girl is finally, all the ceremonies are over and all the guests have almost dispersed. Now the bride is escorted to her, to the car, which will take her to a new home, and she's weeping bitterly. Her mother is crying bitterly, and everyone is trying to pacify them. So like this. So because she might feel too much separation, Kamsa decided to accompany his sister and escort her all the way to her father's husband's home. And the description is very large dowry was sent along with his daughter. So many elephants with gold, and so many horses, and so many beautiful bridesmaids, 200 in number, beautiful young girls who were accompanying Devaki. All of them were going together. And there was obviously, because it was a very festive occasion, there was singing, there was nice vibrating of various musical instruments. Very pleasant atmosphere was created, and Devaki was seated on the chariot along with her newly wedded husband Vasudev, and Kamsa was driving the chariot, when suddenly a voice in the sky says, "Kamsa, you fool! You're driving the chariot of your sister, but the 8th child born to her will kill you." Immediately, Kamsa, being a demon, decided to finish off his sister. There's no child born yet. It's just a voice in the sky. Who knows what it could be? But immediately, he grabs hold of Devaki's long, beautiful hair with his left hand, and with his right hand, he grabs his sword, and he's all ready to cut off her head. Just see. And Prabhupada says it is not very astonishing that the demons are like this, because we hear also, you might hear from time to time in the news also, the royal family, this son was disgruntled and he killed all his brothers, or he killed his father and usurped the throne. All these things go on for family disputes. So many things happen when demons are involved. So Kamsa was ready to kill Devaki, and Vasudeva was immediately aghast that now he is ready to kill her. He also heard the voice, and he said, somehow I must save my wife's life now. Somehow I must do something. So what did he do? He started pacifying him with very sweet, very logical words. He says, "My dear Kamsa, why should you be in any fear of this young lady? After all, she is a mere woman, and the so-called children are not even born yet. Anyway, one's birth and death comes along with this body. So what is there to fear? And if you fear so much, then I will present each and every child that is born to us to you, to do with as you please." At this, Kamsa became very pacified, and he decided, yes, I will not murder my own sister. This is the way of the demons. They can do anything. They are ruthless. They will stop at nothing to achieve their aims. This is the problem with demons. They have no scruples. They have no conscience. They have no compunctions. They have no morals. They have no principles. And they will do anything for their personal sense gratification. Anything. So he desists, and then it is very notable that he believed Vasudeva. He knew Vasudeva was a man of honor. And so he believed Vasudeva and let them go. And Vasudeva, keeping his word of honor, presented the firstborn child as soon as the baby was born. So Kamsa became very compassionate, seeing how truthful, how honest, and how much integrity Vasudeva is displaying in bringing this child to him as he said he would, even though it's his firstborn child. Now, any father and mother, when their firstborn child is born, they feel so much joy, they feel so much happiness, they feel such a deep sense of attachment to this baby because it's their firstborn. But still, Vasudeva, true to his word, presented the child to him. So Kamsa, seeing this behavior, he became very much moved and he said, "Oh, it's all right. You can take this child back. After all, it's only the 8th child that is to be born of you, which is going to be, supposedly my killer. So no problem. You go home." Like this. But then Narad Muni arrives on the scene, and because he wanted to hasten the pastimes of the Lord, he wanted to hasten the Lord's appearance, because you never know with Kamsa what will happen. He started playing on Kamsa's mind and saying, "How do you know which will be the 8th child? Which way you count? Supposing you count this way." And he started counting on his fingers, going this way and that way with his fingers. And Kamsa got so confused and he got so terrified because the way Narad Muni was presenting it, any child could be his killer. And so Kamsa immediately took fright. He clapped them into jail. He threw them in iron chains. And he said, "Nothing doing. All the children born to you will be killed by me. No sparing any child." Year after year, Devaki gave birth to a child. And year after year, Kamsa was killing every baby that came. When Devaki was pregnant for the 7th time, however, a very wonderful thing happened. Who is this 7th child? He is Balaram. And so Krishna ordered Yogamaya. He told her, "You take that baby forcibly from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, who is in Gokul." She was also one of Vasudeva's wives. And people thought that was a miscarriage. People thought Devaki was pregnant, but she lost the baby. Somehow something happened. But actually that was Baladev. And he was now safely in the womb of Rohini and growing there. And then after some time, now Devaki is pregnant for the 8th time. This is the pregnancy that Kamsa has been waiting for. So all the time he is in anxiety. And how did Krishna take birth in her womb? It is said that the Lord descended into the mind of Vasudeva, and Vasudeva became as resplendent as the sun because he was holding the Lord in his mind. From the mind of Vasudeva, the Lord transferred himself to the mind of Devaki, and then from there into her womb. The Lord can come any which way he wants. He doesn't have to come by way of seminal discharge, as Srila Prabhupada writes. He can choose any way to come. And then Devaki became very effulgent and very beautiful. And Kamsa knew the Lord is come and taken shelter in her womb, because just by seeing her, she was so effulgent, she was so beautiful, that there could be no doubt that someone very special was in her womb. And so he became even more terrified, and he was just waiting for that baby to be born. And finally the day came when in prison, Lord Krishna took birth. And what a birth that was. The baby was born with 4 hands, with club, disc, conch shell, and lotus, and with beautiful curling hair, and with a beautiful crown, and beautiful ornaments, and beautiful, beautiful silken clothes, and absolutely charming to behold, flashing effulgently in that dark prison room. So Vasudeva becomes so happy, so happy. He repeatedly looks at this little baby and he thinks, I'm a king, but what can I give now? I'm in prison, I cannot do anything. But normally, if he was, the king in his own kingdom, he would be giving away so much in charity, because in those days, when the kings became very pleased, they would give away large amounts of gold, silver, cows in charity. So in his mind, he started giving charity to the Brahmins, giving away cows, and feeling very pleased within his mind. But Devaki is very frightened now. She is seeing the Lord and she's saying, my dear Lord, I'm very fearful of this Kamsa. He is waiting. He's waiting to hear of your birth, and I'm greatly afraid he will come here to kill you. So please become invisible. In other words, she wanted him to turn into just an ordinary child and not show his true self. Lord Krishna, understanding her fears, said to her husband, Vasudeva, his father, take me at once to Gokul and replace me with the girl child who has been born to Mother Yashoda. Now, this is a prison house, okay? Dark dungeon. But suddenly, a miracle starts happening. All the chains and the shackles fall off. The guards and all the various parts of the prison, they fall deeply asleep. They cannot see or hear anything. The prison doors open on their own, and basket appears, and Vasudeva is now carrying baby Krishna out of the prison. He reaches the river Yamuna. The Yamuna is in full spate. The waters are flooding. There's foam everywhere. It's a heavy, dark, rainy night, and there is no light at all. Very dark night. So Ananta Sesh comes, Sheshnag comes to cover Vasudeva like a huge umbrella over baby Krishna and Vasudeva to escort them safely across the river. And Yamuna becomes even more excited, and she comes all the way up, 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 up. And Krishna, understanding she wants to touch his lotus feet, he sticks his lotus foot out of the basket so that she can touch his feet. And then the waters recede, because Vasudeva is almost drowning, and he's thinking, my baby will be floating away in this basket. Save me, like that. But of course, Yamuna is simply trying to touch the Lord's lotus feet. And when that happens, immediately she parts ways and allows Vasudeva to safely cross the river Yamuna, reach the other side to Gokul. And by the Lord's arrangement, everyone is fast asleep. The doors are all open, the cowards are fast asleep, and Vasudeva goes silently into the maternity room where Yashoda Mai has given birth, and she is very tired from the fatigue of labor. She doesn't know what has happened. She only knows the baby is born, and he quietly replaces the baby boy, takes the baby girl, puts her in the basket, and silently goes all the way back into the prison house. And until he reaches safely inside, the same silence continues. Now the prison doors shut, the chains come on again, and the baby starts crying. Not a sound from that baby all this time, but now the baby starts crying loudly. The prison guards wake up. Oh, the baby is born, let's go and tell Kamsa. So they go running to tell Kamsa. And Kamsa, of course, comes rushing wildly down, waiting to pounce on that baby and to kill her. Now Devaki starts crying in real earnest. She says, this is a girl child. What can a girl child do? Please, you have killed all my babies. Please, spare this one child for me. Please, let me have just one child. But no, he is merciless. He grabs the child by the ankles, which he has always done, and dashes every baby to the ground on the hard stone floor, and thus kills them every time. And he's preparing to do the same thing again when the baby escapes and appears in the sky as Durga Devi with 8 hands, with holding all her different weapons. And she says, "You fool, Kamsa, stop tormenting your sister. The child who is going to kill you is already born in another place." So like this, she disappears after saying like this. Now Kamsa is completely, in a ferment. Where is this child? He's already born. And then he starts sending all the demons to kill all the newborn babies. He sends Putana witch to kill the newborn baby. That's, of course, another story. But this is how Krishna has taken birth. And everything about his birth is magical, divine, transcendental, and absolutely amazing. Because how can such a baby be born with 4 hands, with golden ornaments, with the Kaustubh jewel, wearing fresh garlands, yellow silk dhoti, with all the paraphernalia of the Lord? Have you ever heard of a newborn child born like this? This is Krishna. So his appearance is very wonderful, and we rejoice and celebrate in the birth of this divine baby to Devaki and Vasudev, who has come to annihilate the demons, to deliver the pious, and to re-establish the principles of religion, which is the Lord's mission. When he comes on his earth, he just spoke about 2 verses, Paritranaya Sadhuna, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, Abhyuthanam Adharmasya Tadatmanam Shujamyaham. And what is the second one? Not Jan Karma. Yada Paritranaya. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I myself appear millennium after millennium to deliver the pious, to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. And Krishna fulfilled every word that he spoke. When he was born, he annihilated the demons one by one by one by one by one. In fact, many sometimes, one in the morning, one in the evening, dispatching them to the abode of Yamaraj for punishment. Starting with Putana when he was only a 10-day-old baby, Trinavarta, Shakatasura, Bakasura, Agasura, Arishtasura, then finally Mushtika and Chanura. So many demons were sent to kill baby Krishna. But nothing happened to baby Krishna, and in fact, all the demons were killed. So we can take great pleasure in knowing that the Supreme Lord takes special interest in his devotees by saying, to deliver the pious, I have come. And especially the Lord has come, is Krishna himself, and he has come in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Only thing, he is not black, he is the color golden. So there's this very famous verse, which is 11:532, I think. Trisha Krishna. Krishna Varnam. Let me just look up the verse. Krishna Varnam Trisha Krishnam. Sangopangastra Parshadam 11:532. Yeah, there we go. I don't know whether you can see. Let me see. Okay, yes, just sharing. So you can see over here, Krishna Varnam Trisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Hi Sumedasaha. And what does it say? In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Now, in this particular incarnation of Lord Chaitanya, he is very, very, very merciful. He doesn't come to kill the demons, but he comes to kill their demoniac propensities. And what is his weapon? His beauty. The Lord is very beautiful. He has a very beautiful golden complexion. He is very tall, with large eyes like lotus petals, and a golden form like molten gold. And his whole demeanor is so charming, so enchanting, so pleasing. And he's simply singing and dancing the names of Krishna. And simply by seeing him, everyone starts singing and dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, when Krishna left the planet about 5,000 years ago, what had he said? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshyashyami ma suchaha. What does that mean? Abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender unto me. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. But he was thinking, these people, they will not listen to me. They are too fallen in this age of Kali. If I say that I am God, they will just mock at me, or they will try to imitate me. They will not take me seriously. So knowing how fallen we are, knowing how degraded we are, knowing how uninclined we are to spirituality, the Lord very cleverly devised a means to induce everyone to take up this simple, sublime, sweet, relishable process of Krishna consciousness, which is simply singing, dancing, and feasting. Coming together, what happens when people come together in a joyful mood? They want to sing. So the Lord said, let me make that myself available in the form of this wonderful Hare Krishna chant, so that simply by chanting, they will come close to me. Then simply by dancing, they will get purified of all anarthas by clapping their hands. And after that, by offering their food stuff and taking the remnants of my what I have eaten, it becomes prasadam, the mercy of the Lord. They will get purified. So he gave a very simple, very easy process. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna, one can attain the highest perfection. You remember that verse 12.3.51? It is, how does it go? Kaler dosha nidhera jan. Let me pull that up for you. Asti hi eko mahan gunaha kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangam param rajet. My dear king, although this Kali is an ocean of faults, there is one great redeeming feature about this age of Kali. What is that? Simply by chanting the holy names, one can get free from material entanglement and attain to the transcendental kingdom. Pull that up for you so you can see it. There you go. I hope everyone can see. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. After mentioning the innumerable faults of this age of Kali, Shukadev Goswami now mentions its one brilliant aspect. Just as one powerful king can kill innumerable thieves, one brilliant spiritual quality can destroy all the contamination of this age. It is impossible to overestimate the importance of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, especially in this fallen age. So therefore, we ourselves chant Hare Krishna, and we encourage everyone to chant Hare Krishna, because this is the means of self-realization. This is the means to go back home, back to Godhead. This is the means for purification, transcendental knowledge, loving relationship with Krishna, and ultimately coming back to our original position of pure, loving servitorship to Krishna. So Lord Krishna has come as Lord Chaitanya, keeping his promise, keeping his word, that I will deliver all these sinful rascals in this age of Kali through this congregational process of chanting Hare Krishna. And he says, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalo nastyeva, nastyeva gatir anyatha. 3 times he says, there is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. So all our advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the quality of our chanting. So you want to make nice advancement? Put your efforts in that direction. The more we chant with focus, with determination, with attention, summoning up all the possible love we can muster up in our hearts for Radha Krishna, calling out to them like a child, calling out to the mother and father, saying, my dear Lord Krishna, my dear Mother Radha, please engage me in your devotional service. Please accept me and please help me to come back to you by perfecting this human form of life by engaging in the process of Krishna consciousness. So we have been given this very sublime and sweet and matchless gift by Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, who is the empowered emissary of the Lord. He is the Senapati Bhakt, commander-in-chief of Lord Chaitanya's army, who has taken birth in this material world for only one reason, to save all the souls who are rotting in this material world, undergoing repeated birth and death. This is the program of the Lord, to attract everyone back to Him, because He cannot bear to see anyone who's a parent. They know that when the child is suffering, the parent suffers even more, because you feel so helpless watching your little one in pain. They have a stomachache or a toothache or a fever or a headache, and they're crying, mommy, mommy, do something, do something. And the mother and father are beside themselves, trying to relieve that baby's distress. So imagine how much Krishna is feeling watching us suffer here in this material world. So now at least we must try our level best to go back home, back to Krishna. So thank you all very much for listening so patiently. We will open up for questions, comments, realizations. We thank all the participants from everywhere for joining. We have Manohar Prabhu all the way from Bhakti Center, Hari Bol. And then we have Suma Mataji from Dallas. We have Gauri Priya from Moldova. We have Sri Radha from Columbus, Ohio, Hari Bol. And we have Ananta Shesh from Detroit, Nityanand Balram from Dallas, Raja Janapriya from Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, or Spain, I'm not sure where she is right now. We have Susanna from Hungary, Dheeraj Prabhu from Kolkata, Anjali from Mayapur. She's arrived from Bihar here. She just wrote to me. And Shrinkala from Farmington Hills. Haribol.
From Charlotte Mataji.
Oh, Charlotte. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Wish you very happy Janmashtami.
Same to you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for this wonderful lecture. Sorry for being late.
No, that's
Wish
all right.
you a
Thank you.
Janmashtami.
Yes, I'm just happy you're here. So anybody would like to share their thoughts, their realizations, their
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam. How's
Pranam
Sri
to
Prabhupada
you.
and Guru Maharaj? Wish you happy Janmashtami,
Happy
everyone.
Janmashtami. Haribol.
I have one question, Mataji. You mentioned right now that Krishna killed many demons, and everyone went to Yamloka. But any demon or anyone killed by Krishna is liberated. Am I correct, or?
That is also true. Anyone who is liberated by Krishna is liberated. You're right. You're right. But eventually, because they merge into the effulgence of the Lord, eventually they have to again come down. And that time they have to pay for all their sinful activities. It's not like you get away scot-free, you know. So yes, there is a time, there is a period in which they are merged into either the body of the Lord or they attain liberation. But my understanding is they are also punished for their crimes. But what is the sequence, when it occurs, all those things I don't know. I would like to read now. Now that you have intrigued me by your question, I would like to go more in depth to find out what happens. Are they liberated? Liberated means do they get a higher birth or they actually get the punishment? Because we hear that the demons have to pay for their crimes also.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would also like to read about it and
Yeah.
have further clarification. And would share
Yes.
with you too.
Sorry?
I would share it with you too.
Yes, please
My
try and find out
realization.
so that we know exactly what is the sequence, what happens to that soul, because we know Shishupal, when he was blaspheming, the Lord just cut off his head. And everyone saw the soul entering into the body of the Lord. But after that, what happens? I would like to know also.
Glasses.
Purkala, please mute yourself. Okay, I will mute you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice question, Dheeraj Prabhu. Very, very thought-provoking. Yes, Manohar Prabhu, go ahead, please.
Hare Krishna, Sridevi Mata. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, very clearly.
Yeah. Happy Janmashtami. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to our Gurudev. Happy Janmashtami to you too.
Hare Krishna. Likewise. My question is around the crescendo that you mentioned around chanting the holy names. How Krishna is also constantly appearing through such names in this age of Kali. And my question is around going deeper into this meditation of the Mahamantra. You mentioned very nicely that the prayer of the heart who is speaking the Mahamantra is to please be engaged in their service. And I've noticed that the mind can gradually become more absorbed the more detail and knowledge they have about Krishna, his qualities and activities. And we see with our acharyas like Haridas Thakur and Narottam Das Thakur and Srivas Thakur, Srivas Pandit, that, Srivas Acharya, that their level of meditation not only allowed them to chant extreme numbers extreme quantities of rounds.
We cannot imitate them.
Right. But also that it allowed them to gradually enter into pastimes with deep absorption. So I'm wondering what kind of meditations or gradual absorptions bring up such a Mahamantra experience.
Very nice question. Let's go to Brahma Samhita 559. How can we reach higher and higher levels of absorption? Let's see. I will share with you this wonderful verse that Gurudev shared with us, where he talks about the highest degrees of devotion are attained by slow degrees, by constant endeavor for self-realization, theistic conduct, perseverance in practice, and scriptural study. So it is a slow process. It's not something that we can fast forward. Why am I not able to open this? Brahma Samhita. Maybe I have to close down the other. Okay, there we go. Brahma Samhita. 659. So who is speaking? Brahma Samhita is composed by Lord Brahma. Okay. And here, okay, there we go. Can you see this verse? 559 Brahma Samhita.
Yes, no, Mataji.
Okay. Pramanais tat sat acharais tad abhyasay nirantaram bodayan atmanatmanam bhaktimapi uttamam labhet. The highest devotion is attained by slow degrees, by the method of constant endeavor for self-realization, with the help of scriptural evidence, theistic conduct, and perseverance in practice. You see how everything has been encapsulated in this one particular shloka about how to attain the highest degree of devotion. First, we have to constantly endeavor for self-realization. Satatam kirtayanto mam. Let's go to that verse. Satatam kirtayanto mam namasyantasya satatam kirtayanto mam. 9:14. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls perpetually, see the word perpetually, that means without a break, constantly, continuously, worship me with devotion. So we are encouraged to go deeper and deeper, but it is a slow process. It is not something that can be done in a hurry. It is not something that can happen overnight. There's no fast forward button for these things. But by doing our daily sadhana, by doing our daily practice with great sincerity, applying ourselves to every little thing we are doing, whether it's cooking for the Lord, whether it's driving a car, whether it's writing up a paper, whether it's working at a job, whether it's taking care of a sick child, whether it's doing some seva for the temple, whatever it may be, trying to do it as sincerely as possible with only one motive. How can I please Guru and Krishna? How can I do this in such a nice way that Guru and Krishna, the Vaishnavas, become very happy? It means basically being very sincere. And Krishna, when he sees that sincerity, he becomes very pleased. And he cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years together. He cleanses the desire for, material enjoyment. He cleanses the nasty things in our heart which make us prone to making offenses. So Krishna helps. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti. For those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So don't worry. Just the very fact that you're engaging in Krishna consciousness, you're there in the temple, you're waking up early every morning, you're chanting your rounds as best as you can, you're doing your services as best as you can, you're following the reading, the classes, the seva, your duties as best as you can. All that is very pleasing to the Lord. And you will see for yourself. Just look at you. 2 years back, where were you? And now where you are. 6 months back, where were you? Today, where you are. You will notice that definitely you're not the same person, isn't it? So, slowly, we will become fixed. That is called nishtha. Once 75% of our anarthas are gone, we will reach the stage of nishtha, which is firmly fixed in devotional service with firm faith, and wonderful things happen when you reach nishtha because you feel Krishna's reciprocation. It's a very, very wonderful stage. We should strive to reach that stage actually as quickly as possible. I say that quickly as possible. I just said slow degrees. What I mean is we must strive very, very sincerely to make that, to reach that. After bhajana kriya comes anartha nivriti. What is anartha nivriti? It is weeding out all the unwanted things from the heart. For this phase, we need a lot of prayers, lot of mercy, lot of blessings, lot of guidance, lot of love, and constant mentoring and coaching and guidance and instructions from the spiritual master. Because he knows the psychology of his disciple. He knows exactly where to give the medicine so that those weeds will be annihilated. Each person is unique. Each person is different. So the challenges for each one of us are different. And the spiritual master knows the psychological, biological nature of his disciple and will give the appropriate instructions so that the disciple can make steady progress on the path of bhakti. So it's a process, Manohar Prabhu. It takes time. You know, you can expect in the next 15, 20 years to be very different from where you are now. Is that helpful at all?
Yes, thank you so much. It's very encouraging. I guess I'm always just finding that the fear in my heart or my own practice is that a lot of the things that you mentioned, like being in the temple and serving and applying yourself to studies, that for me, there's always the danger of it becoming an external thing without it actually really going deep into the hearts. And although being in all of these favorable external situations, not really engaging in hearing the pastimes of Krishna and the revealed scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, etc., and not really having that change of heart. Unless it seems like I'm making progress externally, but actually there's no change of hearts.
Yeah, I think you're just being humble. I think you're just, feeling a sense of, oh, I could be so much better. When we are, very enthusiastic, we always feel we are not making any progress. I feel, oh, I'm getting nowhere. I could be so much better. But don't worry. Little by little, day by day, as we keep applying ourselves, we will see ourselves changing for the better. We will see all the anarthas disappearing. We will see ourselves becoming better people. And then you will know, yes, this process really does work. Keep on keeping on. That there is only one rule in Krishna consciousness. Never give up.
I'll take that to heart. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
You should have also regular mentoring from your mentor. It's very hard otherwise to go on without proper guidance. We all need guidance from time to time. It can't be lone rangers. So you must schedule sessions, regular monthly sessions with your mentor to help you.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, Shrinkala, Hare Krishna. I'm going to call you by your real name because I don't like all these Americanized versions.
Sure, Mataji. Mataji, somehow I logged out from the Zoom, and that's why by default it shows my this name.
Okay, that's all
Hare
right.
Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Mataji, one realization, not a question, but every time I listen the Krishna story, there is something new I get to learn. Even though we know the story, but every time we get something which we don't know in the past. For example, this time, so far I thought that Kansa was a real brother to Devaki, but you mentioned that he is a cousin to Devaki. So that was new to me to learn. And so many different Asura names. I did not remember that all of that, but maybe when I keep hearing the story over and over, I'll remember the names.
Sure. Yeah. Shravanam, and only by hearing and
Yeah.
hearing again and again and again, we actually start absorbing ourselves in the pastimes of the Lord. And that is very purifying because the pastimes of the Lord are non-different from Krishna himself. So they're
Yes,
very
Mataji.
purifying to the heart and very pleasing to the heart.
That is true, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for the wonderful class today.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
I don't know
Krishna.
about the wonderful part. I'm just giving the class. I don't think.
Mataji, Krishna story is always wonderful, and you are
Yes.
passing it on. Hats off to you, Mataji, on the special day today.
Hare Krishna. Janmashtami Mahamahotsav ki jai.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shrinkala. Hare Krishna. We have Ashutosh Sharma Prabhu who just joined us. So we are at the question answer part. Ashutosh Prabhu, if you have any questions, feel free. Oh, that is Shrinkala's husband, right?
Yes, Mataji, I was listening to your lecture through Mataji's phone.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Happy
Hare Krishna,
Janmashtami
Mataji.
to you.
Happy Janmashtami, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to all of you, including Briham.
जी जी माता जी।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा।
So no one is saying anything, no realization, no sharing. Yes, Gauri Priya, please go ahead. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to our Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Happy Janmashtami. Please accept my humble obeisances, everyone here and all the Vaishnavas. Thank you, Mataji, for the actually the class really amazing. Today I was listening Guru Maharaj's lecture. He was telling it was even in the Bhagavatam in the 10th canto. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact verse. Need to see it. So it was mentioning that Parikshit Maharaj was this conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Shukadev Goswami, where he was eager to listen the pastimes of exactly Krishna, because the Krishna's pastimes, they are even more, I would say it with my words, more nectarian than of Matsya or Kurma. And there was mentioning that the heart is getting cleansed by just listening the stories about the pastimes of Krishna. And so the thing is that by being in such a, so to say, not very easy state of mind because of interesting, like in material world, yeah, so many problems, not so much comfortable, but by listening just pastimes of Krishna, somehow it's getting pacified, but not so much. Now on that state when it's not that much easy to go on. And actually I have question, because the thing is that Krishna is revealing himself, many times revealing himself, and through people, through nature, through scriptures, through so many things. And why there is still this type of desire of these material comforts, to be in these material comforts? Why somehow at least like there should be some that stage when we are grabbing Krishna with haughty by something, but please, like, not only give me the comfort in the material existence, but actually to serve, to be engaged with love, and especially during his birthday. Why this still these problems outside somehow? So
Yeah,
get
because we are still on the bodily concept of life, because we are still not purified of our anarthas, because we still are materially attached to so many ideas, plans, desires, so many, aversion and attachment, not just attachments. We have aversions also. All these things are there in the mix. We are not pure devotees, we are mixed devotees. But if we keep continuing like this, all we are saying to Krishna is, I want another birth here. So, do we really want another birth here? No.
Yes,
I
Mataji,
don't think
this is
so.
the issue. This is the
Right.
issue actually.
Right. So we must diligently take care to see, why am I not progressing? What is the block? How can I get help to overcome this? Remember, bhakti is not a Lone Ranger thing. That is why Srila Prabhupada gave us this International Society for Krishna Consciousness, where we have 6 loving exchanges. Otherwise, how can we carry on? 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Can we just sustain on our own? No. So we need association of like-minded devotees. We need good friends. We need to have at least one good friend to whom we can open up our hearts and share confidentially and receive confidential instructions. Then we can actually begin to work on those things which are blocking, because we cannot see, we are just, it's like having a blind spot. You cannot see in your blind spot, right? So it's something like that. So therefore, there is this system, counselor system given to us. We have mentors, we have coaches, we have guides, we have Shiksha Gurus, we have, our friends, we have senior devotees, all willing to help us. Why we don't take advantage? Because we have trust issues. We don't trust people so easily. We think, no, I shouldn't open up to this one. Who knows what? So therefore, that is true. We have to be very careful. But we must at least find, and there is always some few people in every temple who are trustworthy. It's not like everyone is going to break your confidence and blab your business all over the place. We just have to find them. There are sincere, caring, mature devotees who are eager to help the younger generation. So we just have to find them. Now, once you build that relationship with your mentor, you will find so many helpful tips, suggestions, instructions that will help you in your bhakti. Don't struggle alone. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Take care. Hare Krishna. Ashutosh Prabhu, go ahead.
Mataji, I have one question, but please ignore, pardon my ignorance if I missed anything from your lecture. Uh, Mataji, when Krishna was born,
Hmm.
uh, we always hear that Krishna was born in, form of Vishnu with Shankh, Chakra, Gada.
Gadapati.
Yeah. So, and also when Krishna was giving the Gita Gyan to Arjuna, he also mentioned that he remembered all his past births, all his past incarnation, all the time. So, when Krishna was born to Devaki and Vasudev, what did it, why did it take so long for him to realize that he has to kill Kansa? I just wanted to get your, you know, guidance on
Why,
that.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the question. What did he take?
So, why did it take so long for Krishna to kill Kansa? To grow up and kill Kansa when he was already born in a Vishnu form.
That's his Leela. He's performing so many pastimes. He's enlivening his devotees. He has so many Gopa friends. He has so many Gopi friends whom he has to please. He has Nanda and Yashoda whom he has to enchant with his baby pastimes. He has to enchant all of us by performing so many Leelas. Bal Leela is very sweet pastimes of Krishna. He could have taken off immediately and killed Kamsa, game over. 2 days, 1 day, 24 hours. Then would we have so many wonderful pastimes of Krishna to remember? His stealing the butter, his, doing so many wonderful things. So Krishna does many things with one thing. And ultimately he did kill Kamsa, but he does it in his own time. He does it when he wants to do it, not when we want to do it, want him to do it. He could have killed Kamsa immediately. He didn't even have to come down to kill Kamsa. This is the point. Kamsa, or for that matter, any demon, can be easily killed by any agent of Krishna. No, he doesn't even need his agent. Simply by glancing at them, he can finish them off. Simply by one flick of his finger, he can finish off whole armies of people. He is power, but he comes to give pleasure to his devotees. He comes to perform all these sweet leelas so that he can enchant everyone's heart. And most important, he performs these leelas so that we will get attracted to him. Performing these leelas, he performs many, there's a saying, Krishna does many things with one thing. So he performs all these different leelas to attract the conditioned souls back to him, back to his abode, which is our real home. He could have immediately taken off and killed Kamsa right there. He could have flown out of the prison house, gone to his bed chamber, and one blow and finish. He didn't even have to do that. He doesn't even have to take birth here to kill someone. If he wants, simply by his willing it, person finished.
So Mataji,
But he
for
comes to give pleasure to his devotees, to reassure them, to make them happy because they're harassed by all the demons. He says, don't worry, I'm here. He likes to be a hero. When you were a little boy, did you watch Tarzan movies?
yes, Mataji.
What does Tarzan do? Like that, right? Yeah, I am the great Tarzan. And then he goes about smashing everyone, right?
Yeah,
So
Mataji.
Krishna is also like that. In fact, we get all this kind of heroic nature from him. He likes to fight. He likes to kill the demons. At the same time, he likes to steal butter. He likes to enjoy with the gopis. He likes to tease them. He likes to stop them going to Mathura and saying, give me taxes. He does so many wonderful things when he is here. This is his Leela.
So Mataji, the reason of that question is the downside of that wait time is that Devaki and Vasudev had to go through that miserable condition for so many years. Additionally, when they know that Devaki's eighth son is already born, who will kill Kansa, but even after that incarnation, they had to go through that miserable condition for so many years. But they
That also,
never.
there is a story behind that. Those 8 children, they took birth and they were killed immediately because they were not, oh, I forget the whole story behind it, but they were cursed and they had to take birth for a very short time in this material world and go back. So therefore, they are, as soon as they're born, karma finished and they die also. I
No,
forget what is the reason behind that.
after the Krishna was born,
Hmm.
after the Krishna was born and came and killed Kansa, it
Hmm.
took so many years for Devaki and Vasudev to go through that miserable condition.
Yes, yes.
Even after that.
That is again to show how forbearing the devotees of the Lord are, how patient they are, how tolerant they are, and how they have full faith in the Lord, even though they are going through so many difficulties. It is for us that sometimes Krishna puts all these great devotees. Why the Pandavas suffered so much? They were great devotees. Why did they suffer? Just to teach us so many lessons through all these pastimes. And also to purify them. Whatever little bit of material attachments, all that was finished. When Krishna is born, he tells Devaki and Vasudev that you have been very faithful servitors. You have been my parents life after life. Krishni and Sutapa, Aditi and Kashyap, like that. He explains that this is not the first time I'm your child. You have asked for me to be your child 3 previous times, and this time you will go back to Godhead. He reassures them that this will be their last birth.
Sure, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Nice questions. Hare Krishna. Especially like Dheeraj Prabhu's question, because I'm also trying to see, did I actually read it somewhere or... Anyway, I will do some research on that, Dheeraj Prabhu.
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So it looks like we have come to the end of today's... Okay, Vrajajana Priya, Haribol.
Haribol, thank you very much, Mataji. Your wonderful presence in all the classes, not only the classes that you give personally, in all the classes. I personally miss you when you are not in classes.
You're very
So
kind. Please accept
thank
my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Gurudev. Hare
please
Krishna.
accept my obeisances, please, Mataji. I wanted to share that I felt that as a very special gift when well the thing is that yesterday I was meeting an old friend of mine. I used to work with her, and she didn't know about my last year life. So she was very interested asking about Krishna and the movement, and I felt like a gift, because I was going to the meeting and I didn't know what we were going to talk about, and suddenly she was so interested, and I think that is a Krishna gift, not only for her to hear about Krishna and movement and this what people is watching my new lifestyle, and it's a gift for me because suddenly I was talking to her and I could feel her heart was open, and I was feeling incredible, and I cannot explain. It's like so I wanted to share that, and thank you all because as you were explaining, it's very important for us to be in touch with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. This Sadhu Sangha is very important, and suddenly that happened. You can as a neophyte, you can be talking about Krishna with people that you never dream about. So thank you very much.
Yeah, what Guru Maharaj is giving us is invaluable. Every day, just imagine, every day without fail, Guru Maharaj does this class just for us to stay connected with the pure devotee of the Lord. He has so many things to do, but why does he do this class every day? So that we have his mercy, we get association of the pure devotee, we get the transcendental knowledge straight from his lotus mouth, we get purification, and we get association of each other also. We can ask questions, we can clarify our doubt, we can share our realizations, we can get to know each other. So many things are happening with this one Zoom call. And that is just Guru Maharaj's mercy on us. He's just giving us a lifeline to hold on to. And I greatly encourage everyone to please come every day to hear Guru Maharaj. It's vital for our spiritual life. Which Guru Maharaj does daily classes? I would like to know. Of course, there must be many. I'm just saying. Every day Zoom class for devotees all over the world. And this is open for everyone. Manohar Prabhu, by the way, Guru Maharaj does class every morning at this time. And it's open for anyone and everyone. You're
Yep.
welcome to join if you'd like to.
Wow.
Every day, without fail, Maharaj does class.
Wow.
Except when he's traveling or, something like that.
Wow. Thank you so much for telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really wonderful to hear from the pure devotee. Maharaj's class are very powerful and very pleasing to the heart. You will gain a lot.
Yes, I would love to be in attendance.
Very good. I'll send you the link. Don't worry. It's the same link. The same link is used every time. Gauripriya, you want to say something?
Yes, Mataji. Sorry for this question, but if possible, we having daily classes here, and I have in a way a issue regarding the giving questions. As I understood, we are giving questions basically when we want to implement something, and some things are like not too much clear for us. That's why we are giving questions. But so by not giving questions means that what we are not interested into it, or so I have a big issue with giving questions for clarifying something. This can even like last for many years to somehow to build a proper question, or sometimes even I cannot do it, and sometimes the just our devotees, they are giving questions and I'm getting the answer. Okay, bye. Yeah, because of their mercy, so to say. So how to learn, like to give questions, to inquire, to be properly interested in Krishna consciousness. Science, in science,
See,
basically.
yeah, we have to be very attentive in class. Then we will get questions. Rapt attention. What does Srimad Bhagavatam 1, Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse 44 say? One must listen with rapt attention. When one listens with rapt attention, then two things happen. You'll get realizations or you will get questions. One of the two things will happen. If neither of these things happen, it means your mind has taken over, subverted your intelligence, and it has gone all over the place. So, if we have not got realization, if we have not got questions, it means we haven't heard properly. It means our mind has been all over the place and we haven't really paid. In other words, pretty much your body is there, but that's about it. Nothing has gone in, or it has gone in from 1 year and it has come out the other year. Let me share with you. Let me share this particular verse where it says, one must hear with rapt attention. Remember, we are in the rehab program. To be in the material body means to be in a diseased condition of life. And we are taking this medicine of Krishna consciousness. So if we don't take the dose properly, how we are going to get well? Okay. That is the process. Okay, let me go a little up. I will highlight it for you. Oh, there is no highlight coming on. I don't know why. Okay.
I'm attentive, it's fine.
Okay, let's go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth line. You see, that is the secret of learning Bhagavatam. No one can learn Bhagavatam from one who interprets the text by his mundane scholarship. One has to learn Bhagavatam from the representative of Shukadeva Goswami and no one else, if one at all wants to see Lord Krishna in the pages. That is the process and there is no alternative. Sutta Goswami is a bona fide representative because he wants to present the message which he received from the great learned Brahmana Shukadeva Goswami. He presented as he heard from his grandfather, Shukadeva Goswami, as he heard it from his great father, Vyasadeva, and so on. So basically, we are talking about the disciplic succession. Now we come to the clincher. One should hear with rapt attention from the real person, and then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna in every page. The secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. No one can give rapt attention who is not pure in mind. No one can be pure in mind who is not pure in action. No one can be pure in action who is not pure in eating, sleeping, fearing, and meeting. But if somehow or the other, someone hears with rapt attention from the right person at the very beginning, one can assuredly see Lord Krishna in person in the pages of Bhagavatam. So there is a way to hear with rapt attention. Then we will fully benefit from the devotional process called Shravanam, which is one of the angas of bhakti. We are not just listening. This is not just listening to some mundane talk. This is listening to transcendental knowledge. This is transcendental literature. So one must listen very attentively, very respectfully, trying to understand the subject matter. So one should hear with rapt attention. Don't let your mind go here and there. Pull it back, bring it back. Okay, we will wrap up now. It's almost 6 o'clock. We have spent about 1.5 hours. I humbly request to your permission to take leave so that I can go and attend the program. My obeisances to all the Vaishnavas and wonderful Vaishnavis. Again, I wish you all a very wonderful Janmashtami. I
Hare,
see Anandashesh Nag Prabhu, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Happy
Anand,
Janmashtami to everyone.
happy Janmashtami to everyone. Nice.
Happy
Very nice.
Janmashtami to everyone. Mataji
Just saying your name makes me very happy, Anandashesh, because I'm remembering how Anandashesh protected the Lord, you know, by being like an umbrella over baby Krishna's head.
It's all Guru Maharaj's mercy.
Yes, Guru Maharaj's mercy. Anandashesh got recently initiated with this beautiful name. His name was Nag Santosh. So Guru Maharaj gave him the name Anandashesh Nag Das. Hari Bol. What a name.
I should share this with the God family here. Maharaj mentioned this after I got initiated, right? After 2 or 3 days after he gave the name, Maharaj said, like, I wrote another name also, but Krishna told me to give this name, not the other one. I won't tell you the other name. I won't tell you the other name because you might like it. That's what
Oh, I think this name is so beautiful and so perfect. I cannot imagine any other name other than this. It's just perfect. Anandashesh Nagdas, Haribol. Neeraj is waiting to get his new name.
Haribol.
September 14th, initiation.
Oh, awesome. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. Yes, Nityananda Balaram, you were saying, wishing us, but I was busy talking
Yes,
to
Mataji, I
Anand.
was just saying, the class is very wonderful and happy Janmashtami to everyone, Mataji. So it's so auspicious that we can hear, about Krishna, his how he was born, and so many of his pastimes. Every time we hear, it's very sweet, and that's how we relish.
Yes, hearing the pastimes of the Lord is very purifying, very enchanting, very enlivening, and makes you very happy.
Very true, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. All right, go ahead and have a wonderful, wonderful day in Krishna consciousness. I pray that you have a very blissful day. Manohar is looking very sad. I don't know why. We'll talk some more later on, Manohar. Okay, take care. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Happy Janmashtami. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.